Motard, haven't quite caught up with the breakers. D McIntyre, James Clark and Craig Scott there, the front row of the grid. Coach Craig Scott running the 62 machine. This is brought to you by Aramex Couriers of Wanganui. Clarkie owns that franchise and a very hard-working man, and he just loves the Motard. He's the father of the Motard racing in New Zealand. He's the guy that sort of motivates a lot of people and puts a lot behind it. And this is the New Zealand Super Motard Championships. As you see the latecomer get off the line there, had a problem starting his bike, but might become a lapper later on, but hopefully he can get into it. What have we got? We got 15 starters, including Andrew Rudd from Ashburton, the expert on the dyno. Look at them all dicing over. There was a puddle in the apex of that corner at the end of turn 1 here, but it looks like it was there in the qualifying this morning. They mentioned a rider's briefing, but it doesn't seem to be a problem. Coach Scott in third place on the red leather bike, but he gets gobbled up by someone else there. So it was Richie Gibbard, James Clark, Craig Scott and Andrew Rudd. Andrew Rudd coming off 15th on the grid, and he's now in 4th spot. So action aplenty. This is an 8-lap race around the short chute on the inside of Manfeild circuit here. Brett Ritchie.
Oh, this is exciting. For the first time in a long time, we're going to have a New Zealand Supermoto champion for 2022. So exciting. We've got the Streets of Wanganui coming live with our Supermoto boys, and that'll be the final round of their New Zealand Supermoto Championships. And it's awesome to have back. He's had a couple of seasons off Supermoto racing, but Richie Gibbon, probably New Zealand's most accomplished Supermoto competitor. He's had wins all over the world in this category, and really good. He is the current New Zealand 600 Supersport champion, and he is flying out there at the moment. We've got plenty of action on the cards as we get a short little 8-lap race in here in drying conditions, Spider. Certainly going to be an interesting afternoon here.
Yeah, and I see Russell Josiah entered here, but not at the circuit. That's a bit disappointing. And a great range of bikes. We've got Mitch Rowe out there on the Husqvarna. We've got James Clark on the Honda. We've got Russell Josiah entered on Gas. We've got Yamaha out there. That is Anthony Cole. And of course Richie Gibbon out there leading on the Suzuki Rnd2. We've got a KTM SMR out there, or entered at least 2 gas gases. And that's interesting, particularly from Andrew Rudd, because he's the man that does the dyno work in Ashburton. Real legendary. I mean, Ashton Hughes, who was one of the top 600 riders, he took his bike down to Timaru 2 weeks ago. Timaru to levels, but on the way down he stopped in at Ashburton to get the thing. So it's interesting that a gas has been chosen by Andrew Rudd, the man behind the dyno work in New Zealand, one of the leading dyno boys.
Right, let's give it an update here. We're about halfway through this race. Richie Gibbon leads ahead of Andrew Rudd. Then we go to Duncan McIntyre's got himself into top 3 with James Clark. That's 4th place. Go Cudge in 5th. Manfeild Racing. Go Cudge. We've got his boy out there as well, Alex. So 6th and 12th at the moment. We've got one down on the slip road there. So one down on the slip road. We're trying to get an update who that was. We're not quite sure at this stage.
Yeah, there was a coming together there, but all seemed to be done and dusted. I'll tell you what, here's some braking lights. They've obviously got the computer set up for the full 3.03 kilometre circuit here at Manfeild at Crusader. The best speed is 277.874 kilometres an hour. So that's just a glitch because they're not allowing for the short circuit and that, but there's some bragging rights if you can print that off. But right now, Richie Gibbon out there at the front. We've got no yellow flag now for that faller on the little slip road there. They're out of the way. We'll find out who that is actually. That could be, in fact, I think that's Duncan McIntyre, and he's on the 174 machine. Not listed in the entry list, but so I don't know where he's from. But Richie Gibbon out in front there with 3 laps to go of this 8-lap race.
Oh, he's absolutely flying too. So Andrew Rudd, who had to start from the back of the grid, he hasn't really been able to make any inroads. And Richie Gibbon leads with about 2 laps to go. So he's flying. He just goes purple with a 39.1. So quickest man on track, and out in the lead. He's got a 5-second advantage to Andrew Rudd. So Ruddy's got a lot of work to do, but he did have to start on the back of the grid after no qualification. So James Clark, that's a good update for him, running in 3rd place. But look at the guys in behind him. We've got Cudge Scott, the legendary track builder from Cemetery Circuit, Roger Land, Will Young and Brett Fullerton. So a big Wanganui 4-way fight there for bragging rights. And then we go to, we see Will Young, Brett Fullerton, that's 6th and 7th. Alex Luff Scott's up in 8th, so well done Alex on the Manfeild Racing 622 machine. Mark Oliver, Mitch Rowe, ahead with Luke Martin, Mike Cole, Mark McKenzie with Cole Williams, our last remaining runner in 14th as the white flag is out. 1 lap to go for Richie Gibbon, who continues to stretch that advantage out. Spike.
Yeah, he's a second ahead of anyone else in terms of lap times. Running around 39. It's interesting to see that the Supermoto lap record, Super Motard lap record is 36.279, and that was set a decade ago in 2013 by Richie Dibbon. So things were pretty hot back then. They're still pretty hot back now, but certainly Richie Dibbon in a class of his own there. Also doubling on the superbikes as well. The cheeky flag's coming up there, Richie.
Yeah, one into the line here. 91's going to do it on the DS Moto machine. Well done, Richie Dibbon. That's going to be awesome. And of course, we talked about it, but it is exciting. The New Zealand Supermoto Championships this year. So now with the cancellation of round number 1, a 5-race series for the National Championship, and Richie Dibbon wins race 1. Andrew Rudd's going to come home in second place, so that's pretty good on the Dynaworks machine, with James Cheezel-Clark the best of the boys there in third place on the number 10 Aramix Courier supported machine. Coach Scott gets home in 4th. He'll be loving that with Roger Glenn, Will Young, Brett Fullerton and Alex Luff Scott right through to 8th place. Michael Oliver comes home in 9th ahead of Luke Martin at your top 10.
Thank you, Aramix. One thing I haven't seen here yet this weekend is one of the new 2022 Suzuki International Series T-shirts. They are available to order online, and they will be available at the Cemetery Circuit. I've also got my books, New Zealand Motorcycle Road Racing Circuits, 160 circuits, over 400 kilometres of road racing circuits. That includes fixed circuits like Manfeild Park here, the street circuits, which is like the Cemetery Circuit, the road race circuits, the longer versions like the Hawkesbury Circuit, and also airfield racing is 160 circuits and variations. We started off with a 3.03 kilometre circuit here at Manfeild. Then they put the long circuit in, which gave them, that's the second circuit. Then there was a third option there because that could be run as a separate circuit, and now they've split the two, so there's 3 options.
All right, our Aramix Couriers Supermoto race 1 for the season, and it's a 3rd place there. James Cheezel-Clark, how's that? That seems pretty frantic out there.
Yeah, it's definitely full noise. I didn't think I'd get into the lead for a little bit, and then Richie blew past, and then Rudd, but then there was no one there. It was, yeah, no, definitely hard work anyway. So.
All right, track conditions look still pretty slippery and sketchy out there. How's it all shaping up?
Yeah, it's not too bad. A little bit on the exits, but yeah, sweeping in, I thought it was going to be a little bit slipperier than it was, but it was pretty good, really.
All right, so New Zealand Supermoto Championship this year. You got to be excited about starting it off with the top 3?
Yeah, definitely. One for Dad as well. Aramix putting the money towards the trophy and putting all the sponsorship out there to keep this sort of the series going as well. And yeah, I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Aramix, Mastercraft Kitchens, Cheezel Customs, Dibbons Motorcycles and Swartz Tyres. They made it happen, and my wife as well for letting me spend some time in the shed.
Awesome, well done. That's a good top 3. All right, we go to Ruddy in 2nd place, and with that no qualification stuff, a bit too hard to catch Richie out there?
Oh yeah, it's always going to be hard to catch a man of that class starting off the back of the grid, so yeah, didn't make it easy for ourselves, having a big crash in qualification, but that's what it is, so not a too bad result considering.
So the Dynaworks gas, new machinery for this campaign, you loving it?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. This one's actually just a stock motocross bike, so yeah, kind of surprised on how well it went just then, but yeah, banged up the other one a bit in the crash, so got a bit of work to do tonight.
All right, fantastic. So just ask Cheezel, New Zealand Championships this year, you're going to be pretty happy starting it off on the podium?
Oh, for sure. Any time you finish second to Richie Dibbon is, you know, you can't ask for much better than that, but yeah, well done to Richie on the win as well.
All right, fantastic. That is our Aramix Couriers Supermoto race 1 in the books. We can't catch up with our winner, Richie Dibbon. He's out there in a Formula 1 race now, so well done to that, and we'll cross back to Spider.